Ben, a 2-1 win at home, you must be delighted.
Yeah, really happy. I think relief probably was the overriding feeling in the dressing room afterwards, to be honest, because it's obviously been a tough spell for everybody involved at the club. So incredibly proud of the players and the staff. That was my overriding message afterwards, was just thank you for everybody putting together. The players and the staff have supported me so much, and I think you could see they gave absolutely everything. A few of them were dead on their feet at the end, so it was an important day.
A win at home on Saturday in the league, but a much improved performance to go with it as well. You must be really pleased with that.
I think so. Like I said, there's not a million things you can do with the team, and you try not to overload them with too much information, but just try to give them some clear pictures and ideas. And they try to implement every single one of those things without doubt. So no, listen, I'm just so proud of the players.
Tuesday's game came around very quickly, didn't it? But a few changes today. How did you feel they got on?
I think Lawrence Maguire, wow, what an impact he could make after that long out. It was like 10 weeks possibly, so incredible. Connor, whose attitude during the period of not playing so much football has just been phenomenal, and I think you just know what you're going to get with him. Who else came in?
Joe White.
Oh, you know what you're going to get with Joe. Like, just a ridiculous footballer. I think everybody's seen that, so I think I probably would like to push him to really affect the goal a lot more, if I'm being a little bit harsh, because I know his qualities and his standards. But I think everybody that went on the pitch was incredible.
Absolutely, and now you've got a week ahead of you to do some good training, get some time on the grass before another tough game. Yeah,
I think for any coach or coaching staff, like, all you can ask for is as much time on the grass as possible to get the ideas across. There's so many good things from today that we're going to evidence to the players, but there will also be a few things we know that we can improve on. So that time on the grass throughout the week will be so important for us to get those messages across and rehearse and practice and try and take it to the next game.
Thank you.
Ben, just I'm assuming you're pleased, relieved. It was so important to get that first 3 points, that win.
Yeah, definitely. I kind of like went in at half time. I was probably a little bit grumpy in all honesty, because I thought we played so well, and obviously the penalty happens, and I probably misread the situation in all honesty, because I thought the players were not very energised, and I was so energised from the first half, even though we were losing. But it's just that anxiety. You lose that many games in a row, and it's normal. So I think relief is the overriding feeling. Gratitude on my part for everybody involved, and obviously pleased just to get the win.
And a good response, because I think you're only behind for maybe 5 minutes or so when you talk about, the previous manager talked a lot about the players being anxious when they went behind, but you kind of put that to bed pretty quickly, which was so important.
Yeah, I'm hoping today's just like a big hurdle. We've overcome a lot today. We've shown that we can come from behind. We've shown so many things. So yeah, we'll review it. Like every game, we'll review and see what we've done well, what we didn't do so well, and try and learn and improve from it.
And a striker's goal for Danny Orsi, that was what he would have been brought in for. You've worked with him for a while now at Crawley as well, so you know what he's capable of.
Yeah, absolutely. Firstly, he gives everything on the pitch all the time. His numbers will be ridiculous in terms of distance covered and what he gives the team out of possession, which for me is so important. And then when you get him in and around the box and you serve enough balls up, eventually one of them's going to go in the back of the net. I have no doubt with him.
And Luke Offord, obviously the other goal scorer. It was quite a direct goal in a way, wasn't it? Just a good ball in and a header in from a centre back.
Yeah, I think that's something that every single football team has to have. The ability to score from set pieces and defend your goal well from set pieces, and I think today we've done that very well. I'm sure we'll review it and I might be told differently, but I think on the whole it was very good. And me and Offie were joking a little bit because I thought he was fast asleep for the first 5 minutes, and then after that I thought he was absolutely exceptional. All three of them, the back three were phenomenal today. I was so proud of just their aggression to squeeze the lines and make the distances small for everybody else to be able to press. And they defended the box incredibly.
And obviously Lawrence Maguire, talking about the back three, came in and I showed you what you've been missing really over the last couple of months, 3 months, whatever it's been. Yeah, I would trust him with my kids. He takes care of everything, every detail. He defends the box incredibly, he passes the ball so well, he cares so much. He takes on every bit of information you could give him, and he really tries to lead by example all the time. So I'm really pleased that he's come back. and one of 5 changes, so quite an overhaul really. What would you obviously thinking behind Joe White coming in and making quite a few changes today?
I think just a freshness. Listen, we've got a lot of players, and unfortunately you're spoilt for choice, and it makes it so hard for a coaching staff to pick a team. It's really tough to leave guys out because you form a connection with everybody. So that's probably been the toughest part of the job, I've got to be honest with you. But just trying to find a freshness, and I think we found a good solution today. Like everybody will play their part between, or however long I do it, everybody will play their part. Everybody's so important. So no, it was good.
I felt like you're more on the front foot today.
Yeah, I think so. We made that quite clear. Like we set the players a target of how many shots we wanted them to have in the first 15 minutes. Probably slightly unrealistic, but it's like a sign of the mentality we wanted to show, just to really go and step forward and be aggressive and show our teeth a lot, because teams have come after us a lot and we've probably not hurt them in behind as much as we should have. So I feel we got the balance good. We done it well today, so no, really proud. It was good.
And you said on Tuesday night that you wanted to talk about something else than not winning football matches and not having shots on target and stuff, and obviously you'll be delighted that you've put all that to bed today. Yeah,
I think so. I'm probably a bit of a weirdo, I have to be honest. The performance is the most important thing to me. So we won, which for everybody externally and myself is really important. But it was the way that we done it that made me really proud, because I know how to judge that performance. I know how to review it and go, these were the good bits, these were the bad bits. So the fact that they took on just bits of information that us as a coaching staff tried to give, and they implemented them so well, it makes it much easier for us to review and improve for next week.
Well, a week ago, obviously Scott Lindsay was standing there. By Sunday night, Monday you were in charge, and then there was Accrington, and then tonight. I mean, has it been a bit of a blur for you?
Yeah, a little bit. Emotionally tough as well, because obviously you're part of something and that comes to an end and you don't know where you stand, and so it's been crazy. I really appreciate the opportunity and I've enjoyed every second of it. The players have given me absolutely everything, the staff have given me everything, and they've supported me because I'm so new to it as well. So they've propped me up and probably filled all my gaps. But I'm definitely ready for a day off and maybe a beer.
And then you've got a week, of course, which I think you talked about having a Thursday and Friday, which we're really looking forward to having some time. We're obviously going to have 4 or 5 days with them on the training pitch before Port Vale.
Yeah, time on the grass, like I said, is so important. So we can get ideas, new ideas in that we feel we maybe can take into next weekend. We can really work on the stuff that is ours and what we consider our way, and just continue to drill down on that sort of stuff. So I think it'll be incredibly important. I kind of say to the players, like I've said to you a few times, and they probably get bored of hearing it, but I can almost guarantee that we will make steps in the right direction again next weekend. I think the more time we spend with the players going over our ideas, the more we're going to look like how we want to look.
Thank you.
Is Connell tired of facing penalties yet?
I would imagine so. Listen, that was. I've been told it was potentially harsh. I haven't seen it back yet, so I'll have a look. But
because it's kind of a worrying trend at the minute, isn't it? I mean, it's been one every other game in the last 8, but
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but it's one of those. It's one of those that is something you want to nip in the bud.
Right, I'll make sure I tell the players stop giving penalties away.
I mean, yeah, it's been a really rough run, hasn't it? What's the mood in the dressing room? Does it feel like a weight's been lifted?
I think so. I think so. It probably wasn't as bouncy as I was expecting, but then I got back in the office and sat down and I was like, so I imagine the players felt that tenfold. I really do. So I'm sure by the time we get back in next week, the energy will be nice and high, and they're feeling in a really good place.
We saw a familiar face on the bench and certainly in the dugout, Dean Lewington. What's his role going to be for you going forwards?
I think he's the captain of the football club, and he's been really helpful. We have a relationship just because of playing together, and his level of experience and support. He's obviously going to have so much value that he can help with stuff. So he's been great since I've done it. So I appreciate him a lot.
That's not cheap then.
Ben, has it been just raising belief in terms of the players, or having to change too much over the last few days?
I don't think you can change a ridiculous amount. Trying to, like the way I framed it to the players was just trying to release the pressure valve a little bit, because it just over time you could just feel it build up, and we felt it as staff as well as normal. You just feel it start to really build up around the club. So just trying to release that as much as possible. Trying to free them up because there's some really special players there, and trying to get everything we can out of the group.
Yeah, and the remit, is it day by day, game by game? Do you know what it is?
Not particularly, no, just day by day. Like I'll do my best to put the team in a really good place every day that I can until I'm told otherwise, and that's okay.